Hey, it's Dawn here, and today I'm going to make a video on how to get started with diamond painting. This video is intended for people that have absolutely no idea how to get started and would like a kind of comprehensive thing about it. I will try not to go into too much detail on any one thing so that I can cover everything overall. But as you know, I ramble. All right, so this canvas that is behind me is Autumn Walk. Here's artist name. This is what it looks like, and diamond shape is round. You have a choice of round or squares. Just start off with rounds to begin with, unless if you really want to do squares. There is minor differences between the two. It mostly comes to preference, but in a nutshell, rounds are easier, faster to do, and more forgiving, and squares, because there's actual edges, they actually have to sit flush against each other. So it's a lot more precise, takes a little bit longer, takes a little more attention. Some people, it gets too frustrating. Plus, with a square, there is a direction that you have to place it in. Each square has to be perfectly, versus round that doesn't have any direction. It can just be plopped right in, right? So start off with rounds. For the size, when you're going to go pick a canvas, I would recommend going and maybe getting, I don't know, maybe a kit, or just start off with ordering from a reputable company. It's going to be a little more expensive, but the quality is going to be better. The only thing that I worry about is if you go with a very, very cheap company and the drills are bad quality and the tools are bad quality and the canvas is bad quality and it really looks ugly, you're not going to be, it's not going to be enjoyable. You're going to get frustrated and you might just give up. Versus if you order from a reputable company, this one is from the Diamond Art Club, and which is a really good company. They have really good quality stuff. And what they will do is that some of the companies you'll see, they offer all these different sizes. So then you're like, what size should I get? Well, the smaller the size, the more pixelated it will appear. The larger the size, then the smoother this picture is going to appear. Also, when you are shopping for these, like this is a picture of the actual painting from this artist. This isn't a picture of the finished product. The actual product, is going to be more pixely. If this is confusing you, this is her head, this is her arm coming out, because I have this canvas over like this because this is 30 inches long. So yeah, it's too long to fit on my table here right now. So I have this laying over, and this is what you're seeing over here. So a lot of people think that they're going to get this when actually you got to translate it into your mind into this. Now, some companies, they do give you a picture of the finished product or a pixelated picture of this to give you a better idea of what it will look like in reality. And I love companies that do that, because that's very, very helpful, so that you don't have expectations of this. So the larger the better. Diamond Art Club, what they do is they will often only offer one size or so, and what they are doing is they're going to offer a size that is best. And what you're basically, a lot of these are in centimeters, and what you kind of want to do is aim for something at least 40 centimeters and up. Okay, so this one is 56 by 76, which translates to 22 by 30 inches. All right, so once you pick, of course, if you just want to buy something real cheap and stuff, just to see if you're even interested in it, go on ahead. But just keep in mind that there is a difference in quality and size and all that stuff. If you really want to get into it and really enjoy it and have a product come out at the end that is very beautiful. So you go online, you can even go on Amazon, tons of kits on Amazon, all right? Amazon, you pick out a picture that you love, pick out the size, you order it, you get it. Most likely it will come with a basic toolkit, which will be something like, oops, not quite ready, let's see. So a basic toolkit might be one tray. It might be something like one tray, one drill pen, and one piece of wax. It'll be, if you order from anywhere else, it's probably one little square piece, one or two little square piece of pink wax. The light pink wax doesn't seem to be as good as the dark pink wax squares. And then this heart-shaped dark pink wax is from the Diamond Art Club, and I actually like this one the best. This is a little makeup case eyeshadow that I stuffed with dark pink square wax because I had a ton of it. So I just shoved them all and pressed it, very easy, just press it down into this little eyeshadow case. And this is glass. It's really nice, really easy, and keeps it secure. So, oops, I divulged a little. So anyways, you're going to get a little bit of wax, a drill pen, and a tray. That's going to be your absolute minimum that a kit might provide you, okay? And that definitely is all that you need to get started. What I would recommend in addition to that is I would recommend that you, well, okay, if you like it, I would recommend that you upgrade your tray to a larger tray. It makes a world of a difference because the higher sides and the larger tray just means that you're going to be refilling less. It's going to be having less spills. It's a lot easier to get them to lay down, a bunch of these to lay down right side up and stuff like that. You can look, there are some very affordable better pens out there than this. This can get a little uncomfortable after a long time, and this takes hours upon hours to do, right? So this can be a little bit uncomfortable versus there are much nicer pens out there, and you can even go custom and hand painted. A big thing is a light pad, and this one is an A4 that actually came in a kit. A4 is just the smallest size. It's about the size, oh, I really don't want to zoom out, but trust me, it's about the size of a piece of paper or something, okay? And what it has is it has a power button over here. You stick a micro USB right in there, and then it lights up. And what it does is I actually have a much larger one under this canvas right now. This one is an A3. It goes A4. It goes A4 is the smallest, then A3 larger, A2 larger, and A1 is huge. All right. Kind of, if you're going to be doing large ones, get the largest one you can get. But basically, what it does is look at the canvas right now, and when you turn it on, oops. Oh, when you get a light pad, you might also need a power pack, maybe a long micro USB, because if you don't have a way, I do have power on this, if you don't have a way to power it up. So the other end of this is to my light pad right now. There we go. So now it just really helps for the light to be coming out from under, because when the light is coming out from above, these are supposed to be reflective, and I found that the reflectiveness of it really bothers me as the light is bouncing upwards. Well, you know what I mean. But when the light is coming from underneath, it actually really helps to see. Let's see if I can lift this up for you. So now you can see the symbols a lot better than this. And this one, you can change the brightness setting to whatever is most comfortable for you. This is the brightest setting right now. There we go. So a light pad, definitely a recommended accessory. Then you also have some straighteners. There's all different kinds of trays, all that. Little baggies, if you want to go with little baggies as a storage option, sometimes they include this. You can purchase these. These are for your drills. Okay, so how you do this is it's going to come with a canvas that has some kind of protective covering on the top of it. The poured glue canvases come with a clear plastic on top. The double-sided tape canvases, those are the ones that have the white backing on it, okay? Poured glue is better. It's much, much better and preferable. And if I do that, then I do put some tape on the outside of it so that I know which side is up, because when you peel this back, you want to make sure that the same side goes down, because if the other side goes, if the top side touches the sticky adhesive on the bottom, it is going to stick and it's going to be bad. You will get a whole bunch of drills packaged nicely, but these are what drills are. Drills are just these little bits of plastic that have all these facets cut into them so that they are sparkly, and they have all these different colors. Then what I do is, and I have a video called Kitting Up. Kitting up just means getting everything ready to start working on the project, okay? So I have a video ready on kitting up, and then I go into more details about this. But what I do is I like this little storage system. It has these little boxes in it, and they are kind of flimsy. Some of them, the lids don't even close anymore, but that's okay because this lid does close. And I like it that for my smaller projects, one box, I can put all the drills in here, close it up. I cut this out from the sticker that DAC, a Diamond Art Club, gave me for this project, put it on the top of here. I put the legend or the key on the inside lid. I have everything at my disposal. So when you look at these, this number, the first number is just telling you, it's just like how many you got. So it's there's 48 different drills. And then they have a symbol, and the symbol just makes it so that they can print that symbol onto here and you know which one to go for. And then you have these codes. These codes also line up with embroidery and stuff. But anyways, so it'll be like this, 796, okay? So that is the code for that shade of blue. So what I do is I am going to organize all of these from numerical order, which they already did for me, which is really nice. I'm using washi tape, which is just a thinner, more fancier, more colorful, small masking tape or paper tape. And so I use my washi tape and I just label. Here's a little roll of my washi tape. So I just label and then I put my drills into here. Okay, so some people like to put them all in at once, and so that they're all kitted up. I don't. I like to work color by color. So I have my freezer bag full of all of these drills, and these are the colors that I haven't even gotten to yet because this is a brand new project, and right now I am onto here. So what I'll do, which one? Maybe I'll do this purple. So once you get your drills, you take your tray. I am using my larger one. If you're wondering what I have on the back, I really like these sticky pads because it just gives this tray a little more heft to it, and so it doesn't just fling around. Because when I'm dotting, it really triggers me to have it go. Here, I'll show you. To go all wonky. Like that annoys me when it kind of teeter-totters and stuff, which these little flimsy ones will do. And then I'm always worried that it's gonna like just teeter and just like flip and everything will spill. So when I stick this on the bottom of mine, and this is just a plain wood coaster that I really love because this thing doesn't stick to this. But if I wanted to stick to my desk for more added security, then I do have that option. So it doesn't say, see how it's a more solid sounding, more heft? Okay, so that's all that is, right? But, all right, so you take your drills And the amount does matter. I think that's a little too much, but I'll see. So what I'll do, now they do have trays now that have plugs, stoppers, a cap or something that'll cover this up so it doesn't spill out this spout. But what I do is I just put my hand right there and I just cover that. And then I hold it like this. Let's get all of this stuff out of the way. Because this actually is a thing where people are having a hard time getting them to lay the right side up, because you can't work with it as a pile. You want these all to lay with the right side up so that you can grab them. Now, you got to see my wrist and stuff. So now I'm just going to, now it started from the center. I'm going to aim, do a slight angle this way. Okay. Slight angle now this way. Then I'm going to just go back and forth between these two sides. This side, but the angle that I'm tilting at is very, very slight, because if I go too much of an angle, they're just going to fly right out. And too much of a flick, and you're going to pop these back up again. Now I'm getting most of my loose ones over here to this side. And then once it's like this, I'm going to go with this motion. Very level. I'm going to keep it perfectly level, and I'm just going to whoosh it over. And what that does is, and I might need my whole arm, but you see how they all kind of, so now I still have some, I can work with this now, but I might just go again. And you just practice with this, and it's fine. And you don't have to get them all to lay, but see how I have this like this now, and then I just whoosh them over. Oh, I whooshed a little bit too much, and then some of them popped out, but you see what I mean. And then what I'll do is these ones that are all lined up, I will grab these with the multi-placers, and then these ones, you know, the little loose ends, I'll just grab with the singles. All right, so see the sparkles? I'm not focusing. All right, so then what you're gonna do is very simple. All you are doing is grabbing one and placing it where you need to place it. Okay, that is all. Just dab here, dab here, dab here, dab here, dab here. And if you want to grab, oh, I can't do this with the camera in the way. If you want to grab 3 at a time, if you want to grab 10 at a time, you can, but dab there, dab there. Filling up your pens. So when, obviously your pen's going to be empty at first, so you're just going to fill this up with some wax, and that is as simple as just taking it and shoving it in here, or however way you want to shove it in there. Tap that in, shove that in, and then wipe off around the edges. So you don't really want extra wax around the edges. My camera doesn't want to focus anymore. You just want the wax to be inside the center there. All right. So same thing with here. Now the multi-placer, you just have to be careful, because if you press really hard, these little drills will make divots into there, and they'll sink into it. So you got to press this flat. So I press it flat, and if I need to, I will shove more up to the edges, and then if I need to, I will push like this and roll it over. So any extra, let's see if I do this, the camera's happier if I turn off that backlight over there. So I'll just take this and shove this back in, and then I'll make sure that this is all flat so that it will grab each of these drills evenly. And then you don't have to go straight up and down. I think that that's a little harder. So what I'll do is I'll start at one end and roll it on. And same thing when I place it. I don't have to look at all three and make sure that all three line up. I can just make sure that the first one lines up and then roll it across. Now I am exaggerating my motion, but that's basically all that it is. And this is a 3-placer, so it grabs 3 at a time. But you can also grab 2. This is really hard to do through the camera. You can grab 2, you can grab 1, you can grab 4 if you want. And then sometimes like these two over here, they're a little far apart, but that's okay. I'll just start over here, slide up, and then grab it. So I can do that all the way across. So it's really, really simple. Let's see, like these guys. Start here, slide, and grab them. And then I got to, you just want the little drills to be, if you're using a multi-placer, to be right up next to each other. And then you can just trust that if the first one is going to go in straight, then the next one goes in straight. That rule works well for the 3-placer. Doesn't work that well when you get up to a 10-placer, because then absolutely the first one can be right, but the last one will not be. So then you just plug all of these in until all of your drills are on there. And you can look into sealing it, and then you look into framing it. And it can be as easy as, you don't need to seal it. You don't have to seal it if you don't want to, but you can, and there's a bunch of different products for that. Let's see. And then for framing, it could be as simple as just getting a poster frame from Walmart or Amazon, something like that. I'm going to put all of my drills away. That's just a matter of getting them down here. Sometimes I'll cover more if I'm going to be a little more aggressive with my tapping, so that I'm catching these drills and shoving them back in. Oh, I did lose some onto my canvas. Try not to be aggressive with these guys. Now, one of the accessories that they like to give is plastic tweezers, and I really don't like the plastic tweezers. To me, those are useless. So with this thing, when I bought this larger one from Amazon, it came with this metal tweezers, and these tweezers actually work very well because they are rounded and flat. I kind of wish that they had teeth on the inside, but they're metal and they're a little bit stronger. Got it from Star Ore. And let's see. It is very good at picking up loose. It's very good at picking up these loose ones, but even these are not good at picking up the ones that are already stuck on. So say you stick and it is the wrong place, or you know, some just fell on and stuck. What I found to be the best is small curved tip hemostats, and these do have tip. They have a very precise end, and I like that I can actually, I go at it this way. So I can go at it flush and get very precise, and it is strong enough and it has teeth, so it will grab and pull these back up off of the adhesive. Now when you grab it, you want to kind of grab and then kind of do a little twist or something. Don't just try to grab and just pull it off, because you might damage something. So just do a little twist to help ease them off of the adhesive. Different companies are going to use different types of adhesives, and some adhesives are very, very strong. And so once you place it down, it doesn't want to budge. I don't like those ones as much as the ones that are not so strong. I want one that is going to cure over time more, but it has a little bit of give when you first place it. So when you first place the drill on, you can actually kind of shove it over, maybe at the maximum one space, you know, but really it's for those minor adjustments you can shove over. And really when you are placing them, it's not, and this is why I tend to want to be a light placer. I'm not one that's going to be bam, 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 bam. Although the pop is very satisfying. I do love the pop, but I tend to want to be a light placer. So I'll place it very lightly, make sure that's on good, and then just leave it. If I have to, then later on when I have a big area, I'll just come back with my thumb and just pop them all in and, you know, really press hard then, just to make sure that they're secure. But and the other reason why I don't like to press hard at the beginning, one is if you make a mistake, it's harder to pull back out. But two, it also shoves the wax out of the edges because you're squeezing, and then you have to refill your pen more. So I found that if I just do light touches, my wax lasts longer. I don't have to worry about refilling. I don't have to, I don't know, it just works a lot better for me this way. Do a whole bunch of light ones. When I get an area done, just press it down with my thumb and then go right back to working. And I can make little adjustments. You can make little adjustments with the multi-placer as well. You can place one down to get yourself steady, and then as you roll, you can move this around. Even when you're at this point, you can kind of move it around, you know, tip over this way or this way, all different stuff to really adjust it and make it really good before it's in, and then you can press it down with your finger or whatever. If they actually make rollers so that when you're done with the section, you can go back with the roller, you can roll it and press it down. And some other people, they do use just a regular dough roller, you know, from their kitchen. So that'll work as well. Roll it all down, press it. Let's see. I think that's all that you need to know to get started. Once you decide that you love it, then you can look into getting better pens, better trays, and there are different selections of waxes. Like I said earlier, I think that this dark pink heart-shaped ones from Diamond Art Club right now is my favorite. This one is Black and Amethyst from Patty Wax, and it is a much denser, I would say, wax. This is scented as well, and it has sparkles in it, so that's really nice. But actually not really quite my favorite. It leaves a lot more residue on my drills than this does. So I do actually prefer this one. All right, I'm kind of diving into other things now. So there you go. I think that's all that you need to get started and a little extra, and hope that you will enjoy doing these and that this was helpful to you. If there are any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. If there are any topics you want me to delve into further, then I will make other videos that cover those. Just let me know. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.